that in your own lives. I'm not doing that shit. I can't. Like, seriously, no. And you know, and if this is, you know, y'all just stop, man. Stop with that. My point is, and my fear of the whole entire thing I've stood on it, and it's still kind of went in circles. I don't have any problem with Tish. I don't have any problem with Sam. I don't have any problem with these people. Okay. My thing is that, and I don't want anybody in the box right now. I'm speaking. Nobody let anybody in the box, or I'll unmod you. My thing is, exactly, that's why I ended my live, because yes, hashtag baking soda solutions. That it's too much. It's too much. And Grow made 100% point. Sam is not Tish. So we have to understand that and make that very clear. However, this was not about what Sassy did. This was not about what all that shit was. This was about making sure people are understanding that this situations that are going on, somebody who is standing up for anti-bullying worldwide and stands completely against children is either blind to the fact of what's going on and really needs to be made aware of the situation. And Sam's name was brought up, and you know, that is Sam's best friend also. That's family to her. I understand that. If we could just kind of communicate mutually and not argue with each other, that would be awesome. Because one thing that's not gonna end well is if we're all screaming and yelling at each other, are we once again thinking about the children? Is it getting us anywhere? Is everybody am I speaking a different language? The bottom line is, when people are attacking people the way that they're attacking them, if you're standing against something, these children are not to be blamed. They are being affected. That is my whole entire point. We need to stop and think, and this is what I was trying to say, and it got all twisted, and staying back onto the subject. Listen, okay? I don't know what's been going on with videos and all this kind of stuff. What I know what has been going on is Nicole made a truce to Tish. She made a truce to Tish. She made a truce very publicly. I have it recorded. All of that, okay? That was supposed to be done. And what happened was that she has went back on that, okay? And I have said, from the day I found out of what's going on, I went to Tish directly and I said, you know everything, right? I say, you know everything, right? As long as you're aware of the shit that's going on. And Tish said, okay, she said, okay, well, kind of in a nutshell, look, I can't control what everybody did before, but what I'm going to do is stop it right now. And anybody that wants to break that phone overheated. I'm sorry. Listen, okay? I'm back, all right? I'm sorry, my phone overheated. It was a bad day. So here's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, what we're doing is not thinking about the children. A truce was made, like what James was saying. A truce was made. I was there. I have it recorded. Nicole has privately talked to Tish, etc., and she broke that fucking truce. Now, our biggest issue was the children that are being affected, the mothers that are being affected, the CPS, etc. Tish said, once again, look, I'm not going to control what's happening before. Like, everybody, you do what you got to do. I don't give a shit. But from here on out, let's come together and stop talking about children. So now that has been broken. Nicole has broken that. All of this has been going on with Blonde Barbie and all of that. Children are still being affected. Mothers are still being affected. She lied. She broke that truce. So now I have something to fucking say. Because I went to Tish to ask what was going on. She said what she said. I was good with that. So what's happening next? What's the end goal now? That's my question. Because I'm going to tell you what, you can say whatever you got, everybody can say whatever they've got to say and argue about shit, but nobody's thinking about these damn kids. And if you stand up for children the way you say you do, stand up for what's right? Stand up for what's right, keep the truth, and call this bitch out, because she's causing more fucking problems. Because I believe in Tish. And I told everybody from the first time I talked about this, I warned everybody. I said, listen, I will be damned if Tish and all her people lose all of the supporters, and which she's not going to lose a lot, but even one of them, over what is being done and what Nicole's doing. I said that. I said I would speak out of it, and I'm going to keep my word. Can anybody else keep their fucking word around here? Anybody? Because I'm getting sick of this shit. I have sat back. I have been quiet for a long time. I did sit with Nicole. You want to know why? Because she destroyed me mentally. And I thanked her for making me a stronger person. But see, I work in different ways, okay? I'm going to get to know who the fuck you are. And that's exactly what I did. Because how am I supposed to speak on something if I don't know who the fuck you are? So I became her friend. She betrayed me. She did what she did. I see it all, and I can actually physically speak on it. What I'm asking now is, why are the children still being affected? Why are we not sitting here understanding this? If you call CPS on people, if you sit here and say these horrible things about people, their mothers, you are affecting the child. Do you know how bad it is to get for a child to get ripped away from the only thing that they've known and loved? Or their safety? That's not helping children. Once again, that's not helping anything. So what are we going to do now that she's broken that truce? What are we going to do now, ABWW? What are we going to do now, ONTBO? What are we going to do now, everybody else? What the fuck are we going to do now? I don't give a shit about what anybody else has done. What I give a shit about, that's what I give a shit about, and I believe in ABWW. I believe in ONTBO. And I believe if they knew everything that was going on and understood, they would absolutely take a motherfucking stand, because they are powerful as shit. And I will not allow Nicole to take any one of you guys down, period.
I agree that, so what you're saying is 100%, and that's what people don't think about, is when you're calling CPS on a mother, you are affecting their children all day long. Hence to why I had my issue with Blonde Barbie. That is why I had my issue with Blonde Barbie, because I heard it that she said, and I know Tish's niece personally, and she's an amazing child. So that was my issue with Blonde Barbie. I did not know that Blonde Barbie had said she was not doing that. She apologized. She's sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
she did.
So do I agree that Nicole is a problem? Yes. Do I follow anything with Nicole? No. Do I think Nicole is good on her word? No, I don't. I figure that she's going to always be grimy and go for kids. 100%. Hands down. Yeah, it's me, Joanne. I'm on a different account. The reason I think that your live went south is anytime that people have problems like in a hole. So you went live strictly based on drop the shit with the moms and the kids, correct? That's what your whole live was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
But it involved two people, Blonde Barbie and Tish, that are beefing, right?
Right.
So then several other people are going to come in and they're going to jump on a bandwagon and they're going to be like, well, Tish did this. Hi, baby. Tish did that.
As they have a right to, just as your people do.
Right, right. But the law totally went away from what it was going for. And we're going to start then pointing fingers on why is it okay? Why is it okay? Well, at the end of the day, every one of us probably sat with someone that somebody don't like or that we don't agree with what they did. It just happens. You know, Bullet had a live and there was 2 or 3 people in here that she didn't even like, and it's her own live. Because it just got out of hand. But when we say kids are off limits, moms are off limits, hell, y'all was trying to eat it up in the comments because somebody body shamed and the girl called me a whole horse mouth bitch or whatever the hell she said when she left out. So she got mad. So what'd she do? She went straight to body shaming. Everybody's fucking guilty. But the one thing that we should stop 100% hands down is talking about moms and kids.
And that's what.
If you want to go after a mom, go after that mom. Don't go after her parenting. I have 5 children. They did not come with a fucking handbook, guys.
Right, and that's exactly what Tish said. That's what she stated. That's what I understood from her. That's what the truth was about. That's why I have an issue right now, and I want to say something because again, I respect the fuck out of Tish. I respect the fuck out of y'all, and I see how y'all are and how y'all work. Something needs to be done because that broke Tish's truce, and that's not okay with me. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm mute, basically.
Apologize. I thought I was on mute when I said what I said. I mean it, but I didn't mean it to come out on the live. So I apologize for making it go left on your live. I apologize. That was not my intention, so I apologize.
My little brother got a little hot-headed, and, you know,
just a little bit.
No, way to make a mistake.
Like Bullet said.
All right.
Like Bullet just said, at the end of the day, we do have a very amazing family. Look, y'all all have y'all's opinion on Tish, and I'm not going to be able to change that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But Tish has a very good heart, and she is very passionate about everything she does. And I can tell you now, the thing that set her off to go overboard is definitely the fact that somebody threatened anything to do with her niece when I don't know how to open that one, baby. Because at the end of the day, you can't do that. Go put that back. It's locked. No, here, just let me hold it. You have to get back.
You yell at my grow. I'll stick her chicken on everybody.
Yeah, I think Grow was trying to, to she was very respectful. There's only one person I can say at the end of the day that you had in here that was just downright nasty, grimy, and she's been that way every time I've seen her. Like, I get it hollering, I get it trying to get your point across, but you're doing way too much. Like, way too much. You're not even letting the host speak.
Right.
And you got to be respectful in somebody else's life.
I don't hate her for it. I don't hate nobody for it. Everybody's guilty of it. Everybody has a right to speak. So, you know what I mean?
And with, like I was saying with Tish, I get it. Y'all all have your opinions. No, you cannot have that phone. And whatever. But she does get passionate. She's going to roast anyone that gets involved with her family. And that's on or off the app, especially her niece. I'm not going to steal Braxton's phone for you. No, ma'am, I'm not. Go watch TV. You don't need a phone. You're not. No. You're not. You can't steal his phone. He's awake. He will get you. I agree, Jess. That has been something that we've talked about. Like I said, I have been attacked on this app I have a 4-year-old child right now trying to steal a phone, and somebody's going to probably say that I'm ignoring her. I'm not ignoring her. She's trying to steal her brother's phone, and I know he's going to get her if she does. But if you have ever watched Tish or followed Tish or seen anything with Tish, Tish does get very, very passionate. She's very, I need that little chicken with his mohawk. Tish does things for a reason. Thank you. She moves the way she moves for a reason. And instead of jumping on and starting to roast her or try to, because nothing anybody's going to say is going to affect Tish. I promise y'all. There is nobody on here that's going to hurt her feelings, going to break her, she's just going to come 100 times harder. And I'm going to tell y'all, I went to, look, that's my A1 boost coon right there. And I went head to head with her, my own self.
Right, I remember.
And she's ruthless, man, and she will get more ruthless. Tish, I can't answer the questions y'all have of why I don't know. Just because she's my best friend does not mean that at the end of the day, I know every move that she's making. But I can promise you, if you sit back and watch, she has a reason for the things that she's doing. The wonderful thing behind that is as you know, she's not going to lose any of us. We're never going to leave her side. However, we can make the choice not to get in the box with certain people or be around certain people.
I agree with Sam on that part. We can't make nobody do anything the other day.
We cannot. And whatever it may be with this situation with that dodo bird that's around right now, I can't answer that for y'all.
Right. And that's why I keep saying Sam ain't Tish, and it's not fair across the board for anybody to attack Sam over a grievance they have with Tish, if that makes sense. That's
I can't tell y'all, she came to us as her family. She told us that she didn't tell us who. She just told us that we wasn't going to like the girl.
Right.
And she gave us all that option, and she has not said, you'll support her or this, that. She hasn't done none of that. She knows. She knows how we feel. She knows that we don't agree that Nicole, we don't like the grimy bitch.
Right.
I just had a question real quick for you, Sam. The other day, of course, it was brought out that, and I don't know, and that's why I'm asking. So we do karaoke on Saturday nights, right? With Landon. And I was told that Sassy came in your live and was bullying, and I'm not saying she did. I'm just trying to clear up because they're going to come at me about my parenting as always, like they always do. That she came in and was rude to someone with autism or something, and I just wanted to clear the air on this, what happened, because I got sent a screenshot, but screenshots don't prove anything, in my opinion. You need more than a screenshot because it can be taken any other way. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to kind of see what happened because I'm always going to get, my parenting's always going to get bashed no matter what I do.
Project Fallen Lily is stress. I don't know what live you were talking about. On Saturday night, I wasn't live. I was live Friday night. No. We played a game, but I was explaining that on Saturdays that we do karaoke. And so everybody's like, well, we're going to see if April lets Landon in the box Saturday and see how this throws out. And it was all over a live that you were in. And this ain't nothing bad about you guys. Please don't think that I'm being mean about it or anything. You guys were in a live talking about autism, I guess, the awareness for it or whatever. Yeah, we're doing bracelets for autism, right?
And I mean, that's amazing. Everybody thinks Landon's autistic. He's not, but anything that you can do to spread awareness, I'm all for. But it was said that she came in and was being kind of a bully to someone. She made a comment about something about rejects drama or something like that, saying that she was bullying someone with autism. And I'm trying to clear it up because I was sent the screenshot. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to clear it up because if I let Landon in a box with one way, it's going to be that I'm a bad mom. If I do something else, I'm a bad mom. but I can't go by a screenshot. You need more than a screenshot.
I did hear a conversation about somebody doing something for a baby on Saturday nights. Y'all might have to let Tress up to do it a little better, baby, because I don't know exactly what you're talking about, so I can't speak on it.
Okay, I was just trying to
telling her story about being scared. Are you talking about the live that we was doing where they were talking about calling CPS?
No, it was something about someone like what you were just saying. Someone had been bullied and they had autism or something. And evidently, I guess Sassy came in, they said. And like I said, I'm not speaking bad on Sassy. I have no problem with Sassy. But it was pointed out, I think it was Savage said that, I wonder if April's going to let her in the live knowing what she said. Well, I don't understand what the whole thing was about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not making sense. I'm tired. I'm very tired.
Are y'all talking about Overcome? Hold on. Can I let somebody in your box pull it?
Yeah, I just want to interrupt everybody's local broadcasting to announce that this is Gross Chicken. This is Gross Attack Chicken. So just everybody, I'm going to go on mute now, but everybody say hi to Gross Attack Chicken.
Hey, boy. Can't stand her.
Everybody say hi to Gross Attack Chicken.
Okay.
Hi, chicken. and I just want to point out again, I'm not blaming Sassy. Please, nobody think I am. I'm not saying anybody's a liar. I'm questioning because, like I said, no matter what I do, I'm a bad mom on this app. So
Project Fallen.
Nobody say that about you, April. Period. Because nobody can validate you.
When they said Savage, that's who I thought y'all was talking about because that's HD Mama, and she just for some reason changed her name to HD Mama Savage something. That's the only Savage that I know.
It was the live 2 nights ago when we were all in there where we were talking about CPS. That's the night that little mutt was in there running her mouth, and she told me she was insulting me. And my whole point is she was sitting in those comments bullying well before I even got in the box. And then she continued to run her mouth and then attacked me. And that's fine. I have nothing to do with it other than I know Tish and I know Sam personally. And I was in there to vouch for, there's not drugs being sold at her house. I've been to her house multiple times and sat with her family. And I was in there saying that and saying that about Sam as well. And she continued to attack me. And she don't fucking know me. And I promise you, she doesn't want to tap into the rage that I have because I lost my child 17 months ago tomorrow. So,
Tiff.
Sorry for your loss.
In that live, and I didn't know that was Sassy, but
sorry for your loss. I'm very sorry.
In her mouth, she was talking about Tish was a pussy, Tish was a coward, and that she was going to send some video to CPS.
Chris, they're talking about when I didn't know that was her, but she's the one who went after Wendy.
Yes, she did go after Wendy. Wendy.
I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am. I'm sorry you're going through that.
She's not autistic. She has a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, she's not.
Okay, I wasn't meaning nothing mean. I was told it was over autistic.
But
she was not. She's not. She has a traumatic brain injury, but she was in the box with me and Sam that night, and Sassy insulted and attacked her as well.
She has a TBI. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all can look. We've all made one agreement. Nicole's grimy, and nobody would sit with her, right? We've all come to that conclusion. But I'm going to tell you, the Sassy chick ain't no better.
No,
I don't sit with Sassy.
The Sassy chick ain't no better.
I don't have to sit with them either, but if we can come together, you know what I'm saying, to make a difference, then I absolutely will. We can.
The thing about me is, I
don't sound like I want to know Nicole, but I have no fight in that.
I don't sit with either one of them, but if something's
people
being
calling
said,
CPS just randomly because of dumb junior high level fucking bullshit, which I have sat and watched for weeks now. Junior high level shit, and you're gonna call CPS on Tish's niece, who is an honor student and a scholar athlete, and you want to fuck her life up for some junior high level bullshit?
And
That's
listen,
my
here's the
point.
thing. You're not going to successfully do anything other than to put more trauma on a child who lost her grandmother. So calling CBS, they're not going to remove the child because at the end of the day, Tish
I don't believe that anybody should be calling CPS on anybody unless there's an actual abuse, neglectful situation going on, because there are children who truly need those resources that are being abused and neglected, and all people are doing is wasting those government's resources for the children that truly need it.
It is, because
and that's
you know
a
what,
shame.
we just sat in a live the other night and talked about a woman that beat a 3-year-old.
Sure did.
Beat him. And this was just a few nights ago. And then to hear just like a couple nights later, you guys, not you,
it wasn't
but
nobody.
Chad,
You're fine.
Barbie talking about calling CPS on baby girl, because
Yeah, I
baby
don't like that
girl
was
is
said.
well taken care of. I promise you that. And I'm a mandated reporter, and I've been there to that
my.
house. And if I had seen anything, I would have done it my goddamn self. But I know what my friend does for her family. I went there and helped her get her mom's trailer ready, and so did Sam for her mom. And thank God we did that.
Y'all can all look. My friend can get nasty. My friend can get grimy. She can. But if y'all ever step back and watch what she's getting grimy and nasty over, it's because of something that is attacking her or her family. Now, at the end of the day, yes, I got in a box and I roasted Blonde Barbie. Show did. Because at the end of the day, that was my family too. I've had off this app CPS at my house 8 different times with dismissed case. They have come for everything you can imagine, from me being a drug addict to me being nasty to I don't bathe my kids. Yeah, call them again. I think I've left reasons. But let me tell you who it
People
affected.
attack my dead daughter.
Let me tell y'all who that affected more than. Let me tell y'all who that affected more than anybody. It pissed me off. But when my kids had to come out and lift their shirts, I have a 15-year-old boy who was very modest. So for this worker to come in and tell him he has to remove his clothing to show his body, when he's telling her like, my mama ain't whooped me since I was 5 years old.
Okay, so Sam, I'm going to say this, and this can be towards, just for your opinion, because you have nothing to do with this. I just preach. Let's not talk to Sam about Tish's shit, because she ain't Tish. And I'll speak to Tish on my own time. But and I appreciate y'all wanting to scream for people wanting to call CPS on Tish's niece, because that's wrong. That is wrong. And I stand by that. I'm not taking no sides. A kid is a kid. That's wrong. If there's no abuse, that's wrong. But what I'm saying is, and again, this is not about you, Sam, but with Nicole, right? And this is just recently. I'm not coming off old shit from a year ago. I'm talking just March 13th, matter of fact. Where's that energy when she publicly admitted, said she was going to, and did in fact, and I showed the proof, called CPS to my home about my heart surgery baby, that she just called the R word not even 2 weeks ago. But
I would bust that bitch up too.
Exactly. So I would like to see some noise for that too. So, but you guys, hold on. You got respectfully, hold on, please. But you guys see where I'm coming from? When I see Nicole up in Tish's box, I'm gonna get pissed, because we're not talking about a year ago, baby. We're talking about March 13th, March 11th. She called my baby an R word. He's not. My heart surgery baby is beautiful and thriving, and I did that as a mother. 3 open heart surgeries at 3 years old. I did that. And secondly, CPS does not need to come to my home. Nicole, I'm talking to Nicole, nobody here. But to see her in Tish's box offends the fuck out of me, that I have to follow some truths and this and that if I don't want the smoke, when I'm not even the one that talks about kids. But I still agree to the truths, right? Why is it that Nicole can get away with all this bullshit? And Sam, this is not to you, baby, I swear. I'm just making a point because people in the comments want me to speak on it. It's too much. And maybe Tish needs to reevaluate what's going on. I'm not talking shit about Tish. And this is where me and Tish kind of fell off. I think she was misunderstood. But me as a mother of a very recent attack, I'm extremely offended by Tish being in that box with her.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Like, I get, like, it's offensive to see that Tish would have her in the box with her. And like I said, I cannot speak on why, because I don't know, but I can tell you Tish moves for a reason, and she always is moving for a reason.
Yes.
But this is all Nicole. I would hammer that bitch. And until y'all hear Tish defend her or stand up for her, I would attack the fuck out of her. Look, I'll come in y'all's lives and ride against Nicole. I don't like her.
And I agree with Tiff in the comments. I have been going at Nicole. I don't talk about kids. I can talk about Nicole all day long. I don't gotta talk about her fucking kids. I don't. I don't
I
need
gotta go on mute.
She
1
nasty
second.
on her own self.
her kids didn't do shit to me, but Nicole, I got you, Nicole.
That's the thing with this is like when it comes to this situation, and I get it how y'all feel with her being in Tisha's box, but when it comes to this situation, it is her. It's her all day long. And I'm gonna tell you, I know Tish pretty damn well. And if y'all are attacking just Nicole and y'all ain't going after Tish or Tish's
I
family,
haven't been.
you know what I'm
Me
saying?
and Tish had a little scuffle over misunderstanding, but it wasn't an attack. I don't need to attack Tish. In my opinion, Tish has not done nothing to me.
You know what Tish is going to say if Nicole brings her anything about y'all attacking her? I know my friend now. Look, she might prove me wrong on another day, but as of right now, I can say if I could put my word on it, which dear God, Tish would tell Nicole, that's your problem.
Facts. But we're talking about kids, though. It's not that I'm not bringing up a fight me and Nicole had. I'm talking about a 3-year-old child that has been swept under the rug repeatedly. And I'm not making it all about me, but my child has been the focus of Nicole very recently. He has.
No, does Tish know that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, honey. We have sent her the recordings. Hell, Corey West played the recording of her doing that to my child in his live. And her exact words were that Nicole apologized to Tish for talking on kids. And so she wasn't going to address it. I'm the mother. And no offense to Tish, but how are we going to accept an apology from me?
I did speak to Tish about that because I was listening on that one at one time whenever I was doing schoolwork. And Tish made it clear, even in her own live, that Nicole cannot apologize to her for the mothers that she has hurt and harmed. She has said that Nicole needs to go to the mothers themselves and apologize.
She never will. She never will. However, if Tish wants to hold Sassy up or Blonde Barbie up or me, and people should be held up, believe me, that CPS bullshit, I agree. Blonde Barbie had no right saying that. Hold her up, please, by all means. But why not hold up the one that's doing it to me? Because Nicole don't like me and Nicole's friends with Tish. That's not right.
Not okay.
That's what I think Girl's trying to get at, Sam. I think what she's trying to say is, not that she needs Tish to, but why isn't Tish standing up for her? Why isn't Tish standing up for her child instead of being in the corner with Nicole, who is the one that is doing the bashing and the talking of?
But that right there, Tiff, in the comments, that was before the truth, baby. It was 2 days before. It don't matter. My son ain't no R word. It don't matter, girl.
No, I might be wrong, and these ladies will definitely correct me if I'm wrong. But the guy James,
truth, that's a baby.
The guy James just came in and showed where Nicole went into a live 2 days ago and spoke on kids once again. So, I mean, just because you ain't hearing it, don't mean it ain't being done in comment.
Right, and Tish did say, and I'm sorry, I had to walk away from my phone. Tish did say, "Show me the proof." And we're showing it to you. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to cut you off when I saw that comment. I apologize. I just got heated.
If you know me and if you know Tish, there's two things, and mostly they'll tell you about me real bad. I gotta have a receipt. I gotta have a receipt in my hand. I'm not gonna do nothing without a receipt.
No, not you.
The first time and only time that I jumped off in a live was the other day with Corey West. And when I tell y'all, I was mad. My mods can tell you when I come out that live, I was a raging coon ass because I trusted somebody's word that I thought I could trust. And guess what? That shit backfired.
But you made it right. I saw that. You made it right.
And
You know what I mean?
look, you said that everybody in the comments hated you. I know I sound abrasive in the comments because it's hard to read tone in comments.
Right.
But you did apologize by the end of that live.
Okay. I was wrong. Look, I was wrong. And I will tell y'all, as much as I will fight for what I believe in and what is right, I am a woman that can tell you I was wrong and I had no ball in the park. I should have jumped right back out. It is, but like I will say, Tish being my ace boom coon, I know where y'all are coming from. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I get it. When I tell you I got a 7-month-old baby that they roasted before she was ever here.
That's not okay.
They wished ill upon. There was a person on this app that wished my baby not to even be born.
I'm sorry you went through that. That's disgusting.
So I get where y'all are coming from. Like, these people are vowing they're nasty, and one of the main ones is Nicole.
Hey, I've been violent nasty too, but never got no kids.
I had to personally remove something off of a obituary that she's sitting in a live with Mac Nation and encouraged him to do. Okay, so that's what I was going to tell you, Tress. You say I don't know who Nicole is, but that should bring back a little memory of there was a time when a woman in Mac decided to write on an obituary. We do not have to say whose or what's, but she was involved in that.
Okay. Well,
So
I
now
know
who
what
this
I've
grimy
seen of
bitch
that
is.
person. I don't care for her anyway. She's not someone I would hang with. But, you know, just like Sam said, she's had people talk about her kids. I've had people talk about my dead child, and I know JP's had the same thing happen to her. And, you know, so it's a little triggering when we're in a live and there's people trying to hurt a child that we care about.
Absolutely. I get that.
Sam and I both know her and we care about her, and we're gonna say what we want to say about it. But what we don't, but I, and I'm gonna play the devil. I'm gonna say something here, and I heard it the other night. I heard Blind Barbie's man is in jail for beating on a child under 12.
I ain't heard that.
That is not true.
It's not.
No, it is not true.
It's not the whole truth.
No, it isn't.
It's not the whole truth. So is it?
No, that's not. No.
I saw the charge. I saw the rap sheet, and that was one of the charges.
Well, you can see the rap sheet, but you're not getting entire context from that.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Now look, here we go.
They have told that story
here with that
over and over again.
It's not the whole truth, but you would have
to hear her tell the story. It's not fair to run with an assumption. She has been very vocal, and I'm not going to tell her story because it's not my story to tell.
And that's fine, but I heard
she's told it on live multiple times.
CPS. I heard what she said about calling CPS. You don't have to tell
we
me.
can tit for tat all day long, y'all. We can tit for tat.
Yeah.
We can tit for tat all day long. We can do that. But here
at the end of the day, the CPS comment was wrong, and then also to come up with false stories about her husband's wrong. But if we're sticking on the kid topic, the CPS comment was wrong, and I did hear her say earlier that she felt bad for saying it. Again, I can't speak for her, but that's not my apology to accept. Same thing for Tish. That's for Tish to accept, not me, not you, not nobody.
And here's the thing, and Gro's right. We going on Blonde Barbie's husband, and this one's baby daddy, and that one's mama, and this one's parenting. And listen, this is Cap is Tish's A1-day-1, and she ain't even taking up for nobody. She said, "What is everybody's end game? What's the end game? We're gonna hold lives, and we're gonna keep talking and everything else." I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the only thing I see that's going on is wasted energy. Now, Gro, I am gonna give you this because I tell everybody this. A year ago, I'd get on this app and I'd cuss with the best of y'all. I would throw down, I would rile up, I would roll, the whole shebang. I'd do it. But this app took a lot out of me to the point that this app controlled me versus me controlling this app. I'm never going to say that this is just an app anymore because I have family on this app. 2 people that are in these boxes right now, I have broke bread with and spent time with their families, and I would definitely go to war for them. But I'm at the point now, and this is why I do have to say, Grow, hands down, I tell you, I won't cuss you, but what I will do, talk about my kids, and I'm coming for you. And I'm coming any which way, form of fashion, if it's cussing on this app or if it's coming to your house and throwing hands.
And I would stand by you if that happened, absolutely, because kids are off limits all across the board.
That's what we're going to do when it comes to the kids.
Absolutely, and I would.
But the end game, so like Bullet Held Alive, this live went completely fucking south.
That's why I tried to come up and try to mediate y'all. I was trying to be good.
I'm going
on mute, but I do want you to hear this. And I've got to edit it out, but you absolutely need to hear this. Grow, do I have your permission?
Yeah, but I wanted to answer that question in the comments.
All right, yeah, I'm going on mute. I just wanted you guys to know that.
Okay. I don't know what she's playing.
I will say, like, we can all get on here and we can cuss each other and we can, we hold a live for awareness, and then what happens is well, I got a problem with the one and this one's got a problem, so everybody then wants to bring their own personal problems in, and it becomes vindictive.
No, so I want to address Tiff's question, and to you, Project Fallen, maybe you guys are misunderstood. No, Tish did not start this kid truce because of what was said about my son. That's incorrect. What happened was Nicole went to Tish about James, who was up here earlier, went live, and he green screened Nicole's child, who's an adult, from when he was a kid, right? And Nicole went crying to Tish saying, my child, my child, my child. That's what got it started. And she started coming at James over the live. She did. And because I was in the box with James, she said my name. I went to her live. Me and Tish had a very respectful conversation that night. I agreed with her that kids are off limits. And that's when the truce was made. So no, it was not about my son. He did not go to Tish first about my son. That was Nicole first. And I told Corey I don't want him using my son as an example because that's my fight, not Corey's.
Okay, so
it wasn't over me, baby. I got heat from Tish that night.
So Nicole went as a victim.
Well, let's not forget Marbles. Marbles was crying.
But hold on. What happened before that? There was a situation before that, and that was Tish was in the goat guys live. There was nothing being said about nobody at all. And I guess Nicole was in the live. Now I'm going to tell y'all something. Me, nor Tish, nor Tress, nor JP, probably not even Grow or Bullet or Wreck It down at the bottom, pays attention when motherfuckers that we don't like change their name. So we might be in a live with a motherfucker we don't like and not even know it's them, because guess what? We don't know it's their name. They done changed their name. Now, I don't know if that's the situation. Not my monkey, not my circus. I wasn't in there to say it. But Tish was in the live, and Nicole was in that live, and Corey actually went to Tish and said, why are you up in a live with a motherfucker that talked about kids? Tish asked for proof. Corey shot the proof over. Tish went live because, as y'all know, she's been really focusing on the homeless. And she said, truce all the way around. Let's end this shit right now. Everybody end it. It wasn't Tish saying, oh, I'm protecting Nicole, let's be friends. That was what originally started this, was when Corey...
Oh, when I went into it, I was being called by Tish because of James's live, so I didn't know anything about that firsthand, and I never asked Tish once to stand up for my child.
Yeah,
Corey really didn't have that right to do that. Because I didn't go to Tish for nothing.
It happened before
Julie,
that.
yes.
If I, the mother, don't ask someone to come fight for my child, I'm not... Because, look, I've had in the past... I know everyone's kids have been attacked, but just recently, Nicole, she's mad at me because I don't want to be her friend no more, and that's fine. She can keep that. And her and Savage, the way they've done it is they have attacked my kids multiple times. It ain't just the R word. It wasn't just March 13th. It wasn't just March 11th. I'm talking last week. So if anybody has been taking the brunt of the kids from Nicole and Savage, it has been my children. I will take that. They're playing recordings of my kids crying about my DV I went through. These are some nasty motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? And Nicole, trust and believe, baby. And I'll say this proud with my chest out. I wish I could put my motherfucking hands on your throat, bitch, because I would. Because I would. Because I would. All my kids are minors, because I would. So, but once again, I've never asked nobody on this app to defend my children. Just because I speak up as their mother is not a cry for help. So before anyone gets it started or twisted, I don't want no one fighting my battles. I can speak for my babies all day long.
Right.
So please stop doing that.
I need everybody to go on mute for 27 seconds.
Ro knows how bad Sassy's kids have been attacked on this
before
app.
you do that, Tiff, I didn't.
You know what, BFF? And that's what really pisses me off. I understand how much Mac got to Sassy's kids. I get it, BFF. But y'all can miss me that bullshit too. Because this whole kids recording shit, y'all know y'all's handing that too. So don't play with me. Go ahead, Bull. What are we gonna do? I don't want you bringing that up.
I have your permission, right,
You've
girl?
been on there when Viking talked about my kids. And
No. I'm not talking you just being there, bro. I'm not talking about you just being there. Y'all condoning them kids' recordings being played constantly. Y'all did that all last summer. So miss with your bullshit, BFF.
Are you
Don't do that.
serious? I've never.
And this is why I don't sit with Wreck-It. This is why I don't sit with Wreck-It. Go ahead, Bull. What are we gonna play?
I've heard that whole recording, bro. Are you?
My kids are my kids. And then I'm not up here speaking for Sassy's kids because you don't speak for mine. But you don't speak for mine. So I'm not going to speak up here for Sassy. No, ma'am. I apologize, y'all. That pissed me off. Go ahead, Bullet. I don't want her speaking for my children.
Okay.
She's the last motherfucker to speak for my kid.
All right. And I don't mean any disrespect with that. It's just 27 seconds, and all I need is I have your permission, correct, bro?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but go ahead. Fuck it. No, I haven't, BFF. Do not play with me. Hold on. 202 people that know the motherfucking Grow Queen. Raise your motherfucking hand if I talk about kids. And you can check me right now. Because I promise you in 4 years, baby, I do not talk on kids. I'll wait. That's what I thought. Go ahead, Bullet. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Grow Can Opener. I see you. Thank you. Shut up, BFF. Don't play with me. Go ahead, Bullet. I'm gonna shut up now.
Fuck grows ugly kid. You understand? Everybody screen record that. Grow doesn't even care about her kid. So why do I need to? Ugly kid.
Whose voice is that? Whose voice that is?
On March 11th of this year, we ain't talking about 3 years ago like BFF says.
Oh, a month ago, that was Nicole.
Yep.
That she did that the day we quit being friends. Nicole, when I was friends with her, she wasn't really doing the kid shit. I thought that me and James were good influences on her. I really did.
Now, Tiff, listen, I see you in these comments talking about Tish is done. Okay, this, and once again, 100% hands down, ace boom coon, Tish all day long. But y'all also have to understand, Tish straightening Nicole about that video does not justify what that bitch did. And she's sitting in a box and won't give this mom an apology. Now, look, I don't know Grow from Adam. I ain't never seen Grow before in my life. Never spoke to her off, on, or around the app.
Nope.
But I have to stand with right is right and wrong is wrong. And regardless if it was Grow or if it was JP, which is one of my ride or dies, right is right and wrong is wrong. Just because Tish straightens a motherfucker.
Penny, thank you.
That does not, just because Tish straightens a motherfucker, that does not justify that a motherfucker said that. I'm going to tell you right now, Tress sitting in the bottom box has had people speak upon her own child. Just because Tish straightens them does not mean that Tress is going to say, okay, well, they apologize. They're good with Tish. Now I'm good with them. That does not justify it, guys. It doesn't. Now, what I do hear, watching Grow and watching the Wreck-It family, I haven't really seen a lot of Grow, but I've seen a lot of Wreck-It in here. And what y'all doing is y'all real mad over Tish sitting in the box with a bitch that talked about kids, but I literally just heard Grow say y'all talk about kids too.
They do. And they do. But they do. Not Corey. I will say this. Corey, I've never heard talk about a child.
Well, but Bullets will tell you otherwise.
And that's
what happened was we have already hashed that out, and we don't speak on that anymore. It's all dead.
Fine.
It's
and that's fine. We can leave that in the past. But we've all,
right, you know what I'm saying?
Back to, we've all made a mistake and we've all did things that we shouldn't.
Absolutely.
Now I can sit here with Grow and tell y'all, have I spoke on someone's parenting? Absolutely, I have. Have I ever spoke on their child themselves and said the things that I just heard out of that foul, nasty mouth?
Me neither.
Absolutely fucking not.
Me neither. I spoke on Maymay's parentings all day long.
Yeah,
all day long.
I will never speak upon your child at all because
never.
You know what, children are a blessing from God.
And I've never called CPS to nobody either. And I know after that recording, when she said that, immediately is when she called CPS. And I didn't even do nothing to this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't do shit to this bitch. I didn't talk about her kids, didn't threaten no CPS. I just quit being her fucking friend. That's some crazy ass shit, bruh. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's nuts.
Do you understand now why I'm so wholeheartedly asking Tish what
but I've never asked Tish or nobody and their mama to speak up for that baby. I've never. Not saying that Tish wouldn't. I never went to Tish over it. So I heard in one somebody said once, they were like, somebody was like, yeah, but Tish stood up for your kid, blah, blah, blah. And that's fun, wonderful, thank you. But I didn't ask for it, so don't act like I'm waddling around like, please fight for me, please fight for me. I never did that. And I won't. Because people do shit like this, and I won't. I'd rather just speak up on my own. If people want to speak up and say the right thing in honor of my son, my hat's off to you. But I've never asked nobody, and I won't.
No, she's never asked me. I did ask her for permission to play it.
Because people twist it. I won't. She did. But I'm also not going to speak for James. If James wants me to bring that up, I will. But she did it to James too. And I'll let him tell that story. But it was all in the same week, man. Me and James walked away. Our kids got talked about immediately. There's a first go-to Nicole had.
So did she just lose all of her friends and family?
Oh, they're dropping like flies, baby. They are, and they still are. Every day she loses another one because of her own actions. It's because of Nicole's own actions. And that's a shame.
Right.
All right.
Now, as far as, like I said, the blonde Barbie situation, I don't like that misinformation was given about her husband, but at the same time, I will never tell another mother, aunt, or whatever. I'll never top their disrespect or tone check them. Somebody was threatened with CPS. I get that. I get that. If Nicole did it to me and did call, maybe I'm going to go after her husband's charges. So listen, I'm not saying that Tish, whoever's wrong for doing what they did. I think maybe put out the right information would be better. But that CPS comment should have never been made. End of the day. End of the day.
And we have two people that did wrong things. I mean, that's
facts. Facts.
Now,
it's not just one or the other.
But what we always have to remember is when so like I said, don't know Grow from Adam. Don't take this offensive. But if I say, Grow, your husband is a piece of shit. I don't even know if Grow has a husband or a wife. So there's that. But Grow, your husband's a piece of shit and he's a fucking woman beating dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Versus me saying, Grow, I'm gonna jerk your kids away. But wow. But versus me saying, Grow, I'm just gonna jerk your kids away from you.
Yes.
We're gonna have to choose the
that's a huge difference. Absolutely. That's a huge difference. We're talking about a false CPS allegation made on a child versus, yeah, we might put out some wrong information about her husband. I get that completely. Yeah.
So, lesser of two evils here.
Yep.
So with that being said, I don't have much else to say. I'm glad we had this conversation. We all agree.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I do want y'all to, and I'm not asking y'all because look, I can't even tell y'all that Tish won't go live and cuss everything that's been done today out. I don't.
Well, I hope not, because I feel like aside from the yelling from earlier from other people, this was a good, respectful conversation.
Yes.
I mean, you didn't say anything wrong in my book.
Hey, listen, can we just talk?
Nobody wants you to quit being friends with Tish. We know you're loyal, and I appreciate it.
Never.
Right.
All day long. I will always stand for Tish, and I
respect that loyalty completely.
I wish that instead of y'all, Bullet, like holding alive, trying to figure out what's going to go on. Let me tell you, I know Tish don't always respond, and it's hard to get a hold of her. But like this live, y'all, sorry, my 5-year-old is dramatic as shit. When I tell y'all at the end of the day, like holding lives like this, so when somebody takes it, what they do is they're going to take different parts of a screen recording and they're going to bring it to her. Right. And she's going to go and she's going to be like, well, this one and this one and this one. And it's just going to get worse. I know she's not real good about answering phone calls or texts, especially not DMs. But when I tell y'all she's got a purpose and she's got a mission, she does. There's a reason why she's doing what she's doing. Tish is not grimy. Y'all can sit here and say she's grimy because she cut the shit out of you. She'll break you. You break your heart with talking about you. But she's not. That motherfucker's got some loyalty. That motherfucker's got a lot of good in her. She's got y'all, hold on one second.
At the end of the day, my end goal with this situation is that Tish, I am holding Tish to her word because we spoke and we talked about it, that shit is going, we can dead the issue or whatever, even though I am fucking not, like, I'm still very livid about what was said about Grow's child. I'm not gonna lie. And I know Grow is. And I've talked to that baby and it's you know what I'm saying? So that baby, he's got my heartstrings a little bit. But at the end of the day, this truce was broken. I know Tish was aware of all of that, et cetera, et cetera. And that's kind of why I said, look, I'm going to keep my word. I'm going to speak out on it. And yes, it kind of got out of hand in the beginning. But I really hope and pray that people realize, unfortunately, and I've had to do this, Gross had to do this, there's a lot of people that James had to do this, and we had to realize it the hard way, and I just don't want that for Tish either.
Well, I was actually just fixing to touch on that right there, Bullet. Tish is exactly like what y'all had to say. She has got to see it. I mean, I know y'all say she sees what she's saying about kids and she's seeing what she says about kids. Tish has got to read that situation herself. And
Right.
I'm the little seedling that I will put out there for Nicole, because God knows I know she probably listening, and it would not be smart for her to be stupid right now. But from this point on, I would truly advise her, because I see every one of y'all gonna watch. Y'all gonna try to catch this bitch in a live saying something about a kid. I would truly advise her to keep her. She just need to get Jesus and never ever speak on another child again. Because at this point, golly, y'all definitely twin brothers. Shit, y'all can
I got
play
the good one. It's the good twin, Sam. And he's my best friend.
Oh, wow. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, if y'all will
Check it, I stand with this one.
from watching Nicole herself, she's gnarly and she's nasty as fuck. So therefore, she's only going to put on a persona for so long. And then guess what? She going to hang herself. And guess what happens then? Tish going to rip her ass apart.
Yo, so real quick.
I see that.
I only jumped up here real quick just to touch on what y'all saying, right? And I watched Tish's live the other day after it was a couple days after Nicole had made that statement she made to Kane Allen, where she broke the truce. And I agree with everything she said. Like, yo, you're done on my time. So then when I went live, I said, yo, I'm going to keep talking about this shit Nicole talking about every single day until Tish is done with Marty. And all I hope is Tish comes over here and does exactly what she asked me what I do. She said, would you stand with me when it came to kids off limits? And I said, absolutely.
Yep.
She said, will you fight with me when it's kids off limits? So my thing is I'm going to wait and I'm going to talk about this every day until the day we're all on the same page. Everybody got to be on the same fucking page. So like, Tish isn't the fucking god of TikTok. She's not the god of kids off limits. Her platform is that though. Her platform is kids are off limits. And we should be allies in this fight. Like, we should all be allies in this fight. The shit Nicole has, I'm just mad at that we're gonna be held accountable if I came on the internet today and said something about anybody's kid. You broke the truce, James.
Yeah.
And then I'd be a piece of shit. So I'm just waiting for the day Nicole is a piece of shit.
Yeah, we would be crucified if it was us.
Look, this is the thing.
That's the day we made the truce.
This is the thing. When James just said, and it's a very true statement. Tish is not the god of TikTok, nor is the god of kids off limits. She is one person. She's one person. She can do as much as she can do as one person, because she also does other things besides kids off limit. You know, the kids thing has been, I see now that the battle has still been fought, which I didn't know that. But Tish has been concentrating on the homeless. And so, as y'all know, when she gets passionate about something, she goes hard and she don't stop until she feels like
Tish. I was invested the other day watching her live. She was doing the inventory and shit. That's respect. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Respect and for sure.
I remember, like, I can relate to that.
I was invested watching that live.
Because I've been there before, and that shit takes a lot of time.
And, you know, she's really doing, and even like our whole family, we're all standing back and we're just like, you know, but she's still staying focused on that. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all will listen, and it might not be overnight or a week or a month from now, but when I tell y'all, stand back and watch. James, hands down, kudos to you. I think you should continue to bring awareness. Fuck them people, and bring awareness that this bitch is still bringing out the kids, you know. Tish is watching. I promise you, Tish is watching. Yeah,
Vote James. Vote James, the better one.
That was like a double trouble in a box.
No. That's the good one.
Yeah, it's never on our
I'm going to represent James till I die.
Look, I wish that we could tell y'all, look, we're going to have a talk with Tish and we're going to figure this ad out. That's not ever going to happen. Tish is passionate. When I tell y'all, like, Tish has got a heart of gold, but stubborn as a fucking mule. There's nothing that we can do to stop. She's got a plan. And when I tell y'all, anything that y'all do, like when I came in today and you have this one that's hating on Tish and this one that's hating on Tish or whatever, and they're this and this and this, that distracts her because then she wants to come after everybody.
And that's what James was saying, that, you know, just when she gets her focus off of one.
So this is the thing that I kept hearing, right? And I keep hearing is that, get that shit on the screen, cuz I got my teeth. Is Tish has a plan. But what it sounds like and what people are looking at is that she's used, and I'm not saying she is, I'm just saying that this could be a narrative that people spin, is that it sounds like she's using Nicole right now while she can.
Can I tell you something? She's definitely not going to. What's probably happened here, and this is just an assumption, which makes an ass out of me and you. If I had to say, from knowing her like I do, she want to give everybody the benefit of a doubt. Because I say this, and there's only one person in this world that I can honestly say that I wouldn't spit on if he came up to me, and that's Mac. But when I say this, me and Tish both have a firm belief in God, huge belief in God. And somebody asked me several months ago, why do you forgive the people that you forgive? You shouldn't let them back into your life. And I said, I made a lot of sins in my life and I've done some really shitty things. If my God was to tell me at the end of the day, I can't forgive you for the things that you've done, I would be in a really bad spot. So therefore, sometimes we forgive people that some others might not understand. She's not asking y'all to forgive that Nicole. She hasn't even asked me to have anything to do with Nicole, and I am her best friend. So I think at this point, she's giving her that benefit of the doubt just to know she ain't got a reason. Y'all know Tish got a family like no other. So what could she possibly use Nicole for? That's one of the most.
I'm just saying
Nicole using Tish.
So I'm not saying she is. Absolutely. Right. I totally don't believe that. I'm just saying that what narratives can get spun.
Oh yeah.
I do get what you're saying. I absolutely do.
Yeah, hands down. I can see where people are going to swap shit any which way they can on here. But that would be my only reasoning or thought process of it is Tish has to, she has to figure it out herself. She has to see, she's told Nicole, like, enough is enough. Your nasty part of your life, you're saying you're done with. Now prove that to me. And I'm going to give you this opportunity right now to make right with right. And if you choose not to do that, well, when I come back for you, I'm coming 10 times harder because I gave you a chance to do what was right.
Yep. She did say that in a nutshell. She absolutely fucking did.
She did. And,
I got off on the wrong path because it was a misunderstanding, because that's all I was saying. I was more disappointed, like, damn, Tish. It wasn't I was mad at her, bashing her. I was just like, damn, dude, like, come on.
Yeah, I said it the other day on a live. I literally said, I haven't watched anybody on like their full live and agreed with everything they said. I watched Tiss's live and I agreed with everything that came out of her mouth. That's why I wasn't going to host any more lives where she was being, I don't give a fuck what anybody's personal beefs are, whether or not they stick with me or not. If you got something bad to say about Tish, she hasn't given me a reason to see that yet. Like she hasn't given me a reason to see no shit. We made an agreement. And we made an agreement. The United Nation of Kids is off limits. Nicole broke it, and when Tish kicks Nicole out of her high chair, I will be there.
Me too.
And trust and believe. Trust and believe. If that girl fucks up, I'm not even gonna say if, because I don't like her. I'm gonna say when she fucks up. When she fucks up, trust and believe. Like Tish will put her in her motherfucking life.
I'm sure Tish gonna give her all that smoke. I have faith in that. I do.
Yeah, like when I tell you right now that
I ain't gonna feel bad for her.
The best seed that I can drop into anyone that is, Nicole has changed or whatever, tell her she better. She has it
right there.
That's the fuck up right there, bro.
And when was that?
That was 2 days after that live that she just showed, where we all agreed that kids were off limits.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Just like that right there, James, at the end of the day, y'all gonna catch her. Tish might not actually catch her, but them receipts that you got in your hands is what matters.
Yeah.
Receipts matter.
This was at 2:05 a.m.
Yeah, receipts matter. Those things is what. So Nicole need to understand that although she might be doing it and not think that somebody on Tish or somebody in the family is going to watch it, she got a lot of enemies. Somebody gonna catch you, little girl. Somebody gonna catch you. And it's gonna take no matter what. No matter what, I'll stand firm to say Tish stands firm for the kids. You fuck up on these children one good time, and Tish is gonna eat your motherfucking ass for lunch.